Sorry about that. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly is #1 grinder. Brother Sheet in the building. Salute to you, family. Peace to you and your family. Salute to you, Brother Sheet in the building. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. This is Good Morning to the Fam, part 49. Hashtag the truth. #1 grinder. Hey, I'm glad everybody, hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, excuse me. Today is Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing okay. We're gonna talk about some things. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm on now. I just have to fix up some things. If you can hear me, press 1. You can hear me, press 1. No, so we here, Brother Shea. We here. Like he said, we here. So yeah, so hope everybody doing all right. Still people talk about the Charlie Ricks and all that. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about anything, but gotta be some guidelines. I gotta set back some guidelines too. People want to talk. Certain people just want to talk about same thing. What happened every time? You got people in boxing still talking about Crawford. All right, Crawford won. All right, but one like that. Talk about the fights that happened this week. You got people talk about baseball. What? I can understand baseball because this is towards this going on with the wild card division series. So baseball is a little different. Football season, a little different. Basketball, we start like in the next month. Ain't that long from now. But shout out to everybody. Shout out. Hope everybody's doing fine. Let me see anybody else came in there, Brother She. See if you can hear me, press 1. No.
Um, I'm gonna have, most likely I'm gonna have some goodies for y'all this coming week. I got a chop up. I gotta confirm. This is an inspiration story. I'm not gonna say who it is. You know, I'm not gonna tell the person who it is and everything. But it's an inspiration story. So I don't know. I'm gonna do interview her or him. I'm not gonna say her or him. Or I'm gonna do a chopper. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I gotta check on how they feel about it. But there are some people that I interview and I let it go, and then some I want to interview and plus do a chop up. I do got a few people reach out for the chop ups, and in the future we get on net and everything. So watch out for those and everything. But at first I was gonna do good morning to the fam. Like again, I want to really concentrate on doing chop ups or interviews, but you know things happen. So I said I got to put something, So I got to put something to say. You know what I mean? So on here and everything. But how everybody doing? Again, hope everybody doing fine. Welcome. Let me get the announcements out the way. Welcome, welcome again. To my underrated one family. Um, the ones of day ones and the ones along the way. Right. Let's keep on fighting for the truth. Not my truth, not your truth, but the truth. All right. Let's stand on say it and let's stand on it. All right. So shout out to my underrated one family, my day ones and the ones along the way. Salute. Much blessing to y'all and your families. Shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast, right? Ooh. Now your skin get tight sometimes, like yeah, getting old. But shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast. Brother Bronx Biz, aka Brother Clarence McClain, and his wife, and the rest of the brothers and sisters down with the No Duck Zone family. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Much blessing to y'all. Shout out to the mighty LBBC. That's that Lions Den box community. Also, basketball community. Shout out to Brother 7 Sports TV. I'm the one that creation of that. You will see part three of the chop up soon. We'll reach out for the brother so we finish that up. So the rest of the brothers and sisters in there, I've been rolling with them throughout and for years, still roll with them now. So shout out to the mighty LBBC. All right. That's about it for the announcements. You know, there are people. I'm talking about humanity in general. They like to sabotage things. They like to sabotage things. They like to get their own way. But we want to keep them around because they family. We'll keep them around their friends. We'll keep them around because they're colleagues. Sister was shown tonight. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. If you can hit me, press 1. And there's like, well, I can tell you, ever since after my birthday, I had to cut actually 4 people. I had to cut. It wasn't easy, but I have to understand they never change. They really don't want the best for you. They see what you got or whatever it is. Now they want to make their presence felt. There are some people want to see you down. There are some people, they feel they being with you, that you less than. But let me tell you this right now. Don't even fall for that. Whatever God give you, that's for you. As long as you get better, you upgrade. Brother Ernst Haram, Michigan on. What's good? What's up, Michigan Wolverines? What's good? Yeah, I got to do. I got to do some college football, man. I know college football too. I got to do some college football, college basketball. Yeah, I'm gonna jump into that too. I know stuff like that. I do. I'm getting to that. You know, rankings and stuff. You know, strength of the schedule stuff. College basketball, college football. I got kids. I know stuff. I know it. Yeah, no one grind. I know stuff. I know stuff. I just don't be saying it. Because I have a sports channel. I got my own sports show. Years ago, when my brother, shut out the brother DS1, talk a lot of stuff. They ain't know. People don't even know that. Well, do, but get back to store, get back to gotta cut the people loose. They become dead weight. So we gotta do that. And believe me, I made mistakes in my lifetime. I do. I made mistakes in my life. I sure did. I have to learn from it though. I like, no. You know, always make yourself available for genuine people. Always make yourself available. And it be at times I want to make myself available. Sometimes I can't do it. Sometimes I need time. Me. That's people to understand that. Make time for yourself. So the others around you, they can benefit too. I just don't like, you know, the one thing that I really distaste, I hate when people, when they want to talk to you, that's when they'll talk to you because they want something. I hate that. I don't like that. You know, it goes to anybody. I don't, you know, like if you don't get, nobody else get, you know, or if you get, oh, why this person have to get it, we ain't getting it. Eagle fan, what's good? I'm gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Jets, man. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Let's talk about some Jets, man. You know, I was gonna talk about the Jets yesterday, but you know, don't worry about it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat so we can talk about some Jets, man. You know, my channel, and I could talk what I want to talk. Well, I ain't disrespect nobody. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Let's get it out of our system. You know, I just want to say that, family, because it's very important. You know, so there's the link right there, Eagle fan. So come on up. You know, let's talk about some Jets until you know, get up here. We talk some Jet stories, like you know, but also stuff. But like you know, like Charlie White, you know, they still want to talk. He American hero. You got sport. Talk about sports now. They want to know he American hero. But when you talk about hate, but there's sports. There are some players. No, we ain't gonna do the players because players gonna be players anyway. You know, but coaches, some coach and mostly owners said this man is an American hero. I do a lot about that. Maybe not. I don't know. But Yeah, judgment. I'm. So you go over the place, talking stuff. All the editors go connecting. Yo, what's going on, nephew? Yeah, there's the link in the chat. Come on up. We'll talk about some jet stuff. Come on up. No, it's that. No. Sabotage. No. Just like the Jets. Sabotage. Yeah. You know, I want you to come up. The Jet people, come on up. Come on. Hey, you know what's good? I mean, we supposed to be 2-1. 2-1. Maybe 1-2. I said 1-2. Maybe on 3. Put the link in one more time. Maybe I see. But it goes to show when you don't do things certain people way, they sabotage you. They get you. You don't put the blame on people. Let me see. I agree with a lot of people only around when they want things good. But when someone is down and out, they know it'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. Now they gonna be some people. Now get back to Jets. There's some people say, why are you talking about the Jets like that? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to rep your team. Yeah, we rep our team, but we want to see some doggone wins. Hey, want to see some doggone wins. Eagle fan, he went to the game. I'm gone. Come on. Then you got Baker Mayfield. You I mean, you got old, Aaron Ross starting on us now. He's starting on us. Now you got Baker Mayfield starting on us because the defensive coordinator for Carolina, he said he cut him because of something. But Baker Mayfield was not getting it done in Carolina. Sometimes you need to change the scenery to do it well. But at the same time, Baker Mayfield, he got, as an intern, he almost got you on the playoffs. Y'all was 0-6. He almost got you on the playoffs. I'm talking about the defensive coordinator of the Jets now. Steve. Now, he says personal. Oh, it's personal. He cut me. So what? Everybody cut? Now another. Now you got we have another. We got another quarterback starting on us. Come on, man. Man, we gotta start starting on people, man. Come on, Jack. Come on up. Hey, starting on us, man. Hey. Block, punt. No, Will McDonald. I said, yeah, all right. Okay, let's squeeze out the way. Only we need one stop. One stop. They ain't get a stop. Woo, field. We got to stop. We got to get 2 stops or something. Can't get a stop. Anybody can hear me? Press 1. Anybody can hear me? Press 1. Now I think the New York Mets, I think they fighting for the wild card spot. I think I gotta take a look at it. I mean, the Mets could score some runs. They got hitters. Sometimes they get anybody gets slumped, but the Mets can hit that. But Mets can put some runs on the board, but they pitch. It's like, no. I believe their pitcher was a little stronger than last year than this year's. You know, there are some people think that the net, the Mets had a revolving door to starting pitching. But the middle relief and the close is not really getting it done. So that's why the Mets have to really press themselves out, gain some runs. At least they have a certain cushion. At least they give like maybe 3 or 4 runs. They also do that, but at least they have a cushion. But anything could change. One thing about baseball, you in the playoffs, that's a totally different season. You get hot. You know. And we actually see throughout the years, there are some baseball teams was come in a wild card and got hot and win. I think look at the amazing Mets back in 1969, the late great Casey Stengel that won championship with the Yankees back to the 40s and the 50s. The amazing Mets, the late great Ed Kranepool. Oh man, what's that pitcher name? Oh, what's the when it comes to my mind, I'll let you know. But they came from nowhere, won a World Series. The amazing Mets. I was 3. 69 and 70, NBA season, the New York Knicks won. 3 years later they won a game. Um, Along the way in the baseball, through I think the I think the late '60s, going to the '70s, Hank Aaron, that he was the first person, and when the over 35 hit 200 some home runs through those seasons. Then we already know he eclipsed that in '74. You got the great St. Louis Cardinal dynasty, going to the late mid '60s, going to the late '70s. They pitched, they were dominant. They were dominant. So when we talk about dynasties and stuff, they really don't talk about the St. Louis Cardinals back then in Major League Baseball. So, then you got the Baltimore teams, you know, the late great Frank Robinson. He's the first Major League player to won MVP of the National League and also American League. And he also the manager of the year of the American League and the National League too. I don't think that never gonna be done. Yeah, the late great Frank Robinson. He died, I think he died maybe 2018, 19, something like that. The great Frank Robinson. Need to look that up. He hit over 500 something home runs. Very intelligent, very, very smart. People don't know that. They say, how do you know they pitching? He said he take his hat off and look through the hole. But you got the media saying that players of African descent is not smart players, right? So I take your hat off. That's why he got hit. And Aaron said he know what pitcher that's going to be hit. They're throwing at him. And that's what he part of it. Then you got the late great Tony Gwynn of St. Louis Cardinals. He passed away years ago, but art of hitting. No. I think we're gonna talk about that fundamentals and stuff. But again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secret on social media. This is Good Morning to the Fam, part 49. The hashtag the truth, the #1 grinder. Please come up. No, please come up. And we did. I find out too. There's a black woman named Alice Coachman. Do you know the 1948 London Games? Right. She got a gold medal high jump. First black woman won a gold medal high jump. Track and field. I gotta look up. I gotta look up more. Alice Coachman. Black woman. High jump. Nobody don't talk about it. Treat her bad too. Y'all know them times. Nope. But Jess, man, could y'all play 4 quarters, win the game? Do anybody want to come up? Please come up if you can. But yeah, so let me see, New York. Oh yeah, and then the Mets lost in '73 against the Oakland A's. Oakland A's back at that time, they was a dynasty. They was a dynasty team back then. Oakland A's. No, see, nobody when they talk about dynasties in the major league, they never talk about the Oakland A's. They were dominant, like early '70s, going to the mid '70s. Then the owner broke them up. He would have kept them. They would. I'm not saying that the Big Red Machine they won it in 75, 76, with back-to-back 75, 76. But I'm just saying, if he would have kept the Oakland A's, of that time, I'm just saying, y'all, at that time, would Reggie Jackson would have come to the Yankees at that time? Something to think about, right? I'm telling you, go check it out. Oakland A's was no joke. From top to bottom, Oakland A's, yeah. Oakland A's was popping back then. Then you got the Oakland Raiders. They finally won their championship in '76. Then almost 8 years later, they won another championship back in '83. The great Marcus R. Allen reverse run, and Jim Plunkett came from nowhere, helped win the title. George Flores, I think his next Flores, he was the first Hispanic to win the title, won the Super Bowl first. Joe? Yeah, I think he's in the top 10 of wins too. I'm not saying, but yeah, come on up, family. Come on up. We'll talk about anything today. No, so. But whatever goes on in USA, do your history, do your due diligence, Sorry, check out the history. Please do that. Please do that. Please do that. Yeah. Hold on. A lot of stuff has happened. You know, shout out to the family that people get hanged. Shout out to them. Must pray for them. Do what you get, you know. Do that. Hold on, family. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Yankees. I think the Yankees gonna be in postseason too. They be winning. They be winning late and stuff. They pitching is not what it was before either. So let's see what happens. Yeah. People want to come up. Come on up. Come on up. Giants. That's all I'm gonna do. But yeah, you got oh, excuse me. You got some people that just don't do right. You know what I mean? They're not good people. It's not. All phase of life. They're not good people. Not good people. Just not. They're just not. No, not good people. They're not. Oh, I could say this much though. Ain't nobody come shutting it down. I'm not going to stay, you know. Yeah. But shut up, but you know, it's Tuesday, a lot of things happen. You know, I watch it. I look to just look at Facebook. There's a guy. Where I live at. There's a guy. that died of flesh-eating bacteria in the beach. Yeah, flesh-eating bacteria. He died from it. It's on my Facebook page. I mean, it's not on my Facebook page. I'm just on Facebook. I ain't trying to get on the beach. Not me. Flesh-eating bacteria. You died from it. I am not touching that one. Matter of fact, let me go look it up. I'll probably see. I'm gonna try to post it on. It says it's where I'm at. I got some money page. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it, family. I ain't saying y'all saying it, but there are some people outside. I don't believe you. Okay. I'm posting right in the chat. GRINDA, no one GRINDA don't know what he's talking about. It's right there in the chat. Right there. Right there. Water said, leave us alone. Bacteria, flesh-eating bacteria said, leave us alone. Nah, don't do that. I mean, years ago, it was some years ago, in somewhere in North Carolina, these people actually died of a shark attacks. Yeah. I didn't realize it happened like a few days after that. I shut down the beach, man. Nah. Sorry. You know, people want to play with the shark. And then even these two ladies, I don't know how true it is because you know the way how they the way some people edit this stuff, make it real and stuff. But what I seen, it was two ladies. They was standing around the sharks and everything swimming. Then then somebody said like a few minutes later they were eaten up. Sorry, I don't care. Nah, that's why when people talking about, oh, you want to go camping, I ain't trying to go camping. Ain't no black people need to be on no camping. No, you got bears, wolves. Nah, I'm not dealing with that. No. I'm city. Listen, I'm from city. I do got some down south roots in my system, in me. You know, my blood falls from the south. My mother was born and raised in Brooklyn like I was. But she also got a grandmother from North Carolina, got some down south roots too. You know, I passed through the woods. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff be happening in the woods. Strange things happen in the woods, you know. Strange things be happening in the water. Oh, and people still want to play with it. I don't know. Sorry, you know. I like open. You know, I don't. No. People want to like, well, you got this certain thing I'm not going to do. I'm not. No. Look. I understand. Up in Amazons and stuff. You know, they be saying, ain't no such thing. No big, strange animals, strange. Man, no, yeah, straight anacondas, no. Nah, no. We're not dealing with that. No, we ain't dealing with that. No ducks or pocket, better known.
We not dealing with that, sir. No, we are not dealing with that. No, sir. We will not deal with that, sir.
No.
Underrated. What's up, my brother?
What's good? How you feel, fam?
Man, I'm alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Going through what I go through. But hey, man, we live to see another day, right? So we got to be thankful.
Between shots, I mean, like, what? I'm like, no. Oh yeah, I posted on I post a Facebook thing in the chat. You know, there's a man where I live at in the beach died of flesh-eating bacteria.
You mean like the wild animal eater?
I can go there if you want me to.
Like the wild animal eater?
Yeah, but this is the water.
Yeah, man. Y'all better stop that
That's where
wild
I'm
animal
at.
eating.
I mean, like, come on, people. I mean, us. I mean, he's white. You know, there's white. I mean, there's some that want to. I'm not dealing with that. There's have to be a time that you gotta look at things that logic. I'm not going in the woods. My late father from Georgia, he said, I'm not dealing in the woods.
Yeah.
Strange things happen in the woods, family.
Strange things.
Yeah. Strange things happen in the woods. They don't have to be in the South either. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. I tell you, when I was in Prospect Park, Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about, brother.
Yeah.
You from New York? I'm from New York. At one time, right? I was living in Queens. True story. Never told this to anybody else. I said it right now. I left for my mom. I was still greeting my father. And where I lived at, I could walk to Prospect Park, maybe like where I walk about 10, 15 minutes. So I chilled there, you know, get my head together, got me some food, you know, along the way. And I sat at Prospect Park, and there's woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Wasn't no wolf. And I see something run like that. I was a few feet away. Time for me to go. Not left.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah, I left. I said,
Yeah.
no, I'm going. That let me know I need to take my ass back to Queens.
Yeah.
I did. So, woo! No. So, and Prospect Park is not really like a park like a lot of trees around. It's open.
Yeah.
It's open. You got a little creek going, maybe a mile and a half, 2 at least. But you know it's open. And you know got a little driveway you drive through the other side, Prospect Park, you know, going to Conyon Avenue, Prospect Park, you know, all that, right? East and everything. Nah, not that. No, it was brown. Oh no. And you know, you got some people say, I don't want to know who it is. I don't get my bye-bye.
Yeah.
And this back in about almost a year. My father passed. This back in 1990. Never this going on a year. This back like in February. It was cold, but I just want to get away, you know, be in the park. You know, get my mind straight before I go home. Oh, no, time to go. No. We're not doing that. No. Nah. Want to know what's that? You need to get out of here. What you doing? But you know, that ain't none of my business. I'm out.
Yeah.
So when people talking about New York, the parks and everything, when people talk about certain strange things happen, oh yes, it does.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome, brother, and everything. I just want to know, please join my brother morning chop ups and everything. It's very inspirational. Also, he talks about boxing. Also, he talks about wrestling. He talks about everything.
Yeah.
Join his channel.
Salute to everybody out there. It's funny. I was just setting up my live for later on today. I was talking about Wilder versus Luis. It hasn't been set up yet, but the question is, is it happening or is it just talk? Because now we get a lot of things that's actually not happening, but there's more things happening than not happening. But you know, and a lot of people are not interested in seeing him come back. But I'm not really care. I don't really care what y'all interested in seeing, because I tell you what, I'm not interested in seeing is seeing no damn Tank versus no Jake Paul, which y'all keep talking about. Y'all dragging that all. Y'all dragging that all through the dirt. Then the question is, what's wrong with Tank? What's wrong with y'all?
Right.
Y'all keep giving that man all this attention in the world, and then y'all want to know what's wrong with him. Well, what's wrong with y'all? Because underrated, and I don't want to turn this into a boxing topic because this is not the time.
No, we talking anything. Don't worry about it.
But
I want to get into it too. Right.
But my thing is this: we have questions about what's wrong with somebody when we clearly see that they don't even know what's wrong with them. And they don't care about what you think about them, right? So why are we going to keep going out of our way to keep trying to figure out what's wrong with somebody when they don't care what's wrong with them? And all we doing is making them 10 times more popular than what they are, rather if we talking good about them or talking bad about them. So all the people who don't know what's going on in boxing, when they walk in, they go, who is this guy? I've been hearing a lot about him. Oh, he's fighting this Jake Paul guy? Oh my God, I got to watch that. Because no, they really don't know no better. They don't know no better. What they don't know, this is the Big Show versus Mayweather. That's what they don't know. This is what this is, a WrestleMania match November 14th. But I don't understand these dudes. I go to these channels, and no disrespect to any of y'all, and I know I'm going to get criticized. I know I'm going to get judged, and some of you are going to see me in person and grill me or probably pull me to the side and say, you're talking about us. I don't care what you think, because it's time for the clout chasing to stop.
Yeah.
It's time to stop it. Don't tell me that's the way of the world. It's not the way of the world. Y'all are making it the way of the world. It's not the way of the world. The way of the world is being you and doing you and separating yourself from everybody else. Yep. It is sad. Mm-hmm. It is sad that, especially when it comes to our people, we're the most creative people in the world, but we seem to study us being our own leaders. We seem to be followers.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's following the trend of I'm just going to say something and do anything that's going to bring me views. And rather if it's the truth or not, or I don't care who it hurts, who it catches off guard, I'm going to say it. And honestly, underrated, it kind of pisses me off, and it makes me kind of like want to disappear from certain channels. And it just makes you say, you know what? Hey, shout out to everybody out there doing their thing. But hey, man, this is why I focus on what I do. But when I see it, it's disgusting that we keep giving this dude. I stopped supporting him, right? And that decision was based off, oh, this is what you're doing now? This is what we're doing? Okay, so since this is what we're doing, I'm not supporting you, not in no pay-per-views, not in no nothing. So it doesn't matter who you fight after this. I'm not interested. Now, granted, if he would have did this far as a farewell fight, not saying I still would have watched it, but I'd have been like, okay, all right, whatever. He's gone away. Cool. We won't see him again. But to do this and then say after this, then I'll go fight whoever I want to fight, whoever want to fight me, whoever's available, I'll take them on then. To me, it's whack. It's whack and it's corny. And this is the reason why I say the topic doesn't get no play on my show. And the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because I'll be trying to figure out what's wrong with you dudes. Y'all trying to figure out what's wrong with somebody that don't even know what's wrong with them. So that lets me know y'all mental ain't too there. It ain't too good because something is wrong with y'all. They keep giving this dude attention that he don't deserve. You know, we sit back as content creators and we wait for something, because this is how you know people can't create their own content. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. We sit and we wait for something to happen, a bombshell. We wait for something. It doesn't matter. Anything we read or anything we hear or anything that's rumored, we have to take it and make it into content. Not even knowing the full truth of it. And before we can even find that out, we done put it out there, right? So now when we put it out there and then we apologize for it, sometimes the apology, and I said this yesterday, and you tell me if this makes sense. You can't fix everything with an apology. There's some things you shouldn't even have to apologize for because you shouldn't have said it or did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, every time, well, you know what, underrated, you know, you can't get mad at me. It wasn't my fault. I didn't, you know, all I did was just put up what I saw, what I heard. But before you heard it, you should have waited, then put it out. Like when they said Bud got injured, his shoulder injury. When the what? Tank's retiring. Okay, well, 1 minute we hear he's retiring, 1 minute he's coming back. But this is the shit that you idiots fall for. And y'all just looking for anything to keep it. Don't get me wrong. It's not hard to create content. It's really not. Y'all make it where I don't know what to say or what to talk about. And I don't want to lose my viewers. So if I got to talk about this dude 7 days a week just to keep my viewers, I'm gonna do it. If you got to do that, you're lame. Well, McLean, how else are you gonna make it in YouTube? There's a lot of other ways of making it, you dummies. But when you see people like me and underrated, and what we talk about, you shy away from it. When we talk about keeping black families together, we talk about unity. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that self-destruction shit. You don't want to hear that. Oh, that black men united. Y'all don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that shit. We rather be up here calling each other the ninjas all day. We rather invite each other to the Frank stand. That's what brings views, man. We got to cause some country. If I have to disrespect underrated to get views, I'm going to call him a bald-headed jack. I'm going to call him whatever. Just long as I give views.
Right.
You dudes are weirdos.
Before the chat before then.
Yo, you dudes are weirdos.
Oh, you talking Brother McLean? You mean that motherfucker? Oh man, you know that. You know what's your cash at?
Yeah, y'all'll pay somebody all day to hear them talk nonsense. But when somebody's talking something positive for real, man, yeah, all right, you got great content, but he ain't got enough for me to send him no money. He's not giving me a reason to want to send him anything. It's crazy. It's also it's like you're letting YouTube pimp y'all. Pimp y'all, right? Y'all out here bending over and on your knees for views. It's disgusting.
It is.
So when we ask the question of what's wrong with a celebrity, rather it be a boxer, rather it be a movie star, you can't ask what's wrong with them or what's going on with them when they don't even know what's wrong with them. But sometimes they do stuff because they know as media we're going to react to it. You know what I learned? To not give none of these people no attention. I don't give a damn how famous they are. You could have $3 billion, man. I'm not giving you no attention, bro. You ain't even worth talking about. I'll be damned if I hold my channel up for 2 or 3 hours talking about you, somebody who doesn't even care about themselves or they don't care about their fans. I'm not going out of my way to do that. So when I see a lot of y'all entertain the crap, I look at some of y'all and go, what's wrong with y'all mental? Because something is clearly wrong with y'all. But hey, underrated, they'll come after me. They'll really come after me. I feel like you're doing a little too much no duck zone. Well, no, that's why it's called no duck zone, because I don't duck nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I'm not here to be negative, but we have to start making it make sense. We got a lot of things going on in this world with people's mental health, and more of our children is dying. We live in a world that is just not safe. It's too much going on. And we sitting here worrying about what these celebrities got going on.
Yeah. You know, I was, last night, I'm glad you're up here. I was going to do an underrated box talk number 98, talked about errors of boxing. That I'm going to do it soon, but I want to.
Well, you could join me. You could join me Thursday. Because I might not be able to do it in the morning. Thursday morning, I don't know how my mornings are gonna look because I'm really trying to transaction to some other things. I need to get myself going. But Thursday, 6:05 is always a great time because there's more people that could come in and watch, and we're gonna find something. We'll find something classic. I don't know. I might get on Leon Spinks. I might get on somebody. It's somebody I might go back into in the past that I have not got a chance to do. Matter of fact, maybe David Tour. Never got to talk about him.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll do David Tour, right?
Cause I think David too. Did he win an intern
I
championship?
think so. I have to go back and see.
I think he
Um,
did. I'm not sure.
but you know, he was like the Hawaiian. He was the Hawaiian Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the weakest. I mean, a lot of people don't. He always say that he had he had one of the weakest left hand ever. I'm not gonna say he did it, but he knocked you out with right hand. But you know,
He did.
it,
He
it,
did until he ran into Lennox Lewis and Jesus,
yeah,
Lennox was.
yeah,
They,
yeah.
people don't give Lennox his credit, but you know what? Whatever.
No,
Lennox is actually one of my favorite, not just heavyweights, but one of my favorite fighters too. Because we watching Lennox beat the crap out of some of our favorite heavyweights. But yeah, we'll do David Tour this week. But you see how we do that? How we honor and we pay respects to our legends. You got these guys that won't even do that.
they want
You
to
got you got some of these guys that retire boxing and ain't got a dollar to their name.
nothing.
But we don't want to acknowledge them, right? Because they don't matter anymore. But just keep in mind that Tank Shakur, Devin, a lot of these guys, eventually their time is going to go too, and it's going to be on to the next class. And y'all going to find yourself out here arguing with people when these new fighters come up, and you're trying to teach them about Devin, Shakur, and Tank. There's going to be a new class of kids that can be like, we don't want to hear about no damn Devin, Tank, and Shakur.
Right.
We don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean? So the same way y'all treating these legends is the same way how the next class is going to treat your legends. Y'all need to keep that on your mind. While you out here kissing and making love to these fighters that don't care nothing about you. Hey, I didn't go to that. I didn't go to that press conference yesterday. It was right here in the Palladium. I didn't even apply. I didn't even apply for it. Underrated. Number one, they never give me no damn credentials any damn way. So I'm not gonna be sweating. No, my thing is, and I talked about it this morning about opportunity. If you don't give somebody the opportunity to do something, to showcase what they can do, then you'll never know. And I'm the type of person where I'm just not gonna keep doing something and then getting the same results.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. And I was damn sure not going to apply for that bullshit. The Big Show versus Mayweather. That's what y'all into? That's what y'all into? Because
That's
that's
what
what
it
that
is.
is. That's what it is. Big Show versus Mayweather. Why do you keep saying that? Well, if I gotta say that, then some of y'all might be younger than what I think y'all are. Because anybody who watch wrestling knows exactly what I'm talking about. That was probably one of the biggest WrestleManias ever, and there's been a lot of big WrestleManias. That was probably the biggest one. The build up to that was crazy.
I was watching yesterday on YouTube Goldberg against Les Luger.
Oh my
Classic.
God. Yeah. Goldberg was, oh my God.
Goldberg.
I wish, because by the time they let Goldberg come into WWE, I mean, he still was doing damage, but I wish we could have just caught him about 5 years early. Jesus Christ.
Well, he was in the WCW.
When we could have caught Goldberg when it was 97, 98, 99, Jesus Christ. Because he was already older by the time the WWE got him in. You know what I mean? He was already up in age. Even though he still walked in doing damage, you could tell because his body didn't look the same anymore. But he still was coming in there doing what he do. But if we'd have got him at least 5 years earlier, man, because what did he come in WWF? Like 03? Oh, man, if we'd have got him 98, 99, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And he came in doing a lot of things that guys couldn't do. Nobody had 100 and something going undefeated. It has never happened. And then for Hulk Hogan to let him get that moment of him beating him for the belt, come on, man. You may not never see that again. That's why Goldberg ain't got to do nothing now. But what is he doing now? He made a lot of money off of wrestling. For somebody who didn't have a lot of years in wrestling, he made a lot of money. A lot of money. You think he's sitting around at some bar, sitting, drinking, trying to figure out what's his next move? Man, he made money. He's good. He's good. Yeah, but man, like I said, man, I just look at certain things. I underrated. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Brother
Yeah,
Time's good.
time. So I just sit back and I see other stuff and I go, we ask what's wrong with certain people and certain these celebrities. Like I said, these celebrities don't know what's wrong with them. And then you ask yourself, what's wrong with you worrying about what's wrong with them? Because if they don't care what's wrong with them, why should I care? Why should I care? Because at some point, if I see you're not caring for yourself, I don't care if you are middle class, who you are. I don't care if you live in the projects or if you live in a mansion. If I see that you're not caring about yourself, and you got people who's caring about you, but if you ain't caring about yourself, why should I care? And then two, why are we gonna keep stressing ourselves worrying about what's wrong with somebody? I'm just not doing that. I don't know, underrated. Maybe I come from a different world, but I ain't talking about Jasmine Guy and Dwayne. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about I come from a different world.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to figure out what's wrong with this basketball player, what's wrong with this rapper, what's wrong with this movie, what's wrong with this dude that lived next door to me or down the block from me. I listen. If they not caring about themselves, it ain't nothing we can do.
Right.
But mental health is serious, and I don't want to put that on everything because some people don't have mental health. Some people are just crazy.
Yeah.
I grew up with Jimmy Floyd, Jimmy. So, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. That's the old school wrestling. Yeah,
Also, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's when wrestling was wrestling, boy. Yeah,
That,
but
I first watched wrestling when Iron Sheik,
um,
Daniel Steel.
my first one, 8 years old, 1991, SummerSlam, Madison Square Garden.
Mm.
Was probably one of the greatest SummerSlams still to this day. Bret Hart beat Mr. Perfect for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Legion of Doom beat they beat the Nasty Boys for the belts.
Mm.
The Big Boss Man beat the Mountie in that jailhouse match.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil beat Ted DiBiase for the $1 million title.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talking about Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, against Sergeant Slaughter and the other two that was with him. And that was actually the last time we seen the Ultimate Warrior, and didn't know until the story was told that when Ultimate Warrior ran to the back with the chair, Vince McMahon was back there waiting for him with some paperwork and fired him. Crazy. When that story was told, I was like, Ultimate Warrior ran behind the curtain, ain't never run his ass back out that curtain. Well, what the hell? What the hell happened to the Warrior? And find out that Vince McMahon fired them. Crazy work, because they be having these stories about they be talking about the wrestling and what happened. A lot of y'all be thinking it's fake, but let me tell you something. Not just what you see in the ring, but what you see outside the ring. A lot of this shit is real. People getting fired and wrestlers not liking each other and not seeing eye to eye. Ain't none of that scripted.
No.
Some of these
Sometimes you
guys
see,
got issues. Some
yeah,
of these guys got issues where they really don't like each other.
yeah, you see they hit them in chairs, cars run into cars,
I
bent
mean,
up.
yeah, it's part entertainment, but at some point you can get yourself really hurt. There's wrestlers that's paralyzed today, and they had to take, prescriptions or some type of medicine to ease their pain and overdosed on it, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but that's either here and there. People are gonna believe what they want to believe about wrestling or not. You can tell them all day what's fake, and I go, well, some of the content that y'all, when we speak about fake, some of the content y'all put out is fake. So what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
None of it is real. It's for entertainment, right? Same thing. The only difference is your entertainment is going to get you hurt if you're not careful. But you can't tell these cats that, man. They probably would look at me like, yo, you bug, man. You always seem like you putting people down or you talking about people's channel. No, I'm not. I'm just being real with you. You can't do you or stick to your own your own mindset, you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing Andy Louise later on today, so him and Wilder. So I'm gonna send you the link. You come rock with me, if you want to,
Oh,
underrated.
cool. With that, man.
I'm actually gonna sit back and watch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sit back today and watch me a little Andy Louise versus AJ. I just like the way he beat AJ up in that first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way he beat him up in that fight, and I like the way how Wilder beat up Bervin Stavern.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man! In that second fight where he bent his leg, I said, "Oh my God, Wilder!" Like, people have people have their opinions on Wilder. Have your opinions on him, but you can't deny what he did. You can't deny what he did. And for somebody who got into boxing, who was already he was already basically a grown man, even though he was 19. You can't deny what he did. And it's so funny how people will forget that. Them 3 fights with Tyson Fury made people forget that.
Mhm.
And it's sad. It is sad because had he still been undefeated, y'all be sitting here kissing his behind. It's sad. Had Bud would have went out there and got destroyed by Canelo, y'all would have sat there and say, oh, he met his match. He shouldn't have moved up. Y'all a funny style. Earl goes out there, he gets into the situation with Crawford. Now the car accident messed him up. Now, what if he'd have went out there and beat Crawford? What y'all would have said? Well, yeah, the car accident didn't do nothing to him, man. Earl's still that guy. Y'all a funny style, and all you people that are funny are the ones who look exactly like us,
Yep.
our own kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking, Andre. I got to get my charger.
Yeah, man. Everything he's saying is right and everything. Y'all don't know, man. Y'all just do not know. Y'all. But I can tell you one thing is funny. You know, Canelo got called the godfather of cherry picking and went wrong, did it? I'm telling you, I mean, like, hey,
You
you
know,
go
you
for the
know,
easy
um,
time.
I always told people this, right? If you know Canelo, rather if you're a fan of him or not. See, the people who just walked into boxing that saw that was probably thinking that was supposed to happen, or hey, it's just boxing. But no, clearly was the wrong guy to pick. But I ain't gonna act like I like that fight for Crawford. I didn't like it. I had my reasons for why I didn't like it. But it also opened up my eyes to show me that Terrence Bud Crawford is greater than what I thought and what people think. And I can admit that. Because some
Yeah,
people going to D-Ride. I knew Crawford could do it. A lot of y'all didn't know he was going to do it. So
exactly.
let's stop the cap. Because before the fight was announced, and even when he was announced, there was a lot of people who had worries. So we not
Yes.
going to act like like people are so phony. Anything that sound like they on the bandwagon. A lot of y'all
Yeah.
didn't know. A lot of y'all did not know. But we know that Canelo never takes a fight that he think that he can't win. Just like it's a lot of fights he took. When he took Bivol, he thought getting Demetrius Bivol, hey, this is a fight I can win. Who knows this guy?
Right.
See how that went?
Yeah. And you see he didn't return the match. You see he
No,
had
no, 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 no. Listen. And when they was talking the rematch, you said that ain't never happened. Because I'm like, man, Beaver gonna beat your ass again. Don't go that route. Because Beaver didn't play his game. He didn't play his game. You know what I'm saying? I watched it.
yeah.
So he had 2 losses. He probably would have still ended up having 1 loss, right? So all these other fights that he had, his record got protected. Yes, he might have fought who he fought, but his record got protected. Look at the last 2 fights before that. All right, so he fought Balanga and
Mm-hmm.
what's the other the last guy? Damn, I always forget his name. But anyway, that wasn't nothing, right? Now here comes Terrence Bud Crawford, and we like, so you gonna skip over that? You're gonna skip over David Benavidez to go to that route? Or this ain't cool, and I don't like it. But that's what you get when you don't give the people what they want. See, a lot of people, we didn't want the Crawford and Canelo, but it was here, so we had to take it. Right? What else are we gonna do? It's either that or watch him fight some damn cab driver that he gonna cruise through.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the best fights for 2025, what we saw last Saturday. So, and we got a lot more great fights coming up for this year. It's not over yet, but yeah, man, it's you can't please people when they come to these boxing conversations. Is that who I? Is that my girl? 12. What's up?
Bob's, yeah.
I reached out to the mayor staff and the interview, but they want to review the YouTube channel and receive the questions in advance. Extremely controlled. Yeah, I seen you. I was out there for the Africa Day parade. I walked over there to where you said you were at, but of course, you can't get by there unless you had a ticket. To get over there would have been. I was out there moving around the African Day parade, as you see on my Instagram. Enjoying myself. It was dope. Next year I want to do something where I want to be in the parade actually, because I've figured out the African Day parade is the only thing that we got that belong to us. Because that West Indian parade ain't us. That's not ours. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't mean to be funny, but that's not ours.
Mm-hmm.
They can have that. They just took away Juve too.
What?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, they took that away, which I'm glad they did. But they should have took the whole damn thing away, because it's not. You can't blame one thing. You can't take one thing away and think that that's gonna calm down the parade when the shit happens during the parade. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Yeah, Harlem. She said, yeah, the parade is really Harlem. Yeah, the parade is really Harlem. So next year, I want to try to get a float or get with some people. My man Ronnie Love from Harlem House of Champions out here on 135th. We're gonna get together and see what we can do, man. But I'm trying to have no Doug Zone on the float next year.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Because I'm still trying to push myself out there. So to let Harlem know who No Doug Zone is, to let New York know, to let the world know what it is that I do and what I'm about, and I push more than just boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Harlem is organized by. You got a lot of heavy hitters out here in Harlem. You got some people who are trying to change Harlem and make Harlem better. They are. I can't say that they're not, but you just got a bunch of a-holes out here that's just fucking it up. There's a lot of people that need to be pushed out of Harlem that don't serve no purpose here. And the sad thing about it, a lot of them are from here, or some of them are coming from other places and got comfortable here. And I'm not talking about people living here. I'm talking about the homeless and all. It's just certain people that we have to help people out, but it's just certain people who don't want help. But one thing I can say, they're trying their best in Harlem to clean up a few things, and stuff is not going to happen overnight. But it takes a community. Some people are just comfortable with the way things are and are selfish, and they don't care. Hey man, as long as I have a roof over my head and I got food in my mouth, I can care less.
Yep.
See how they float. See, a lot of people I know. Yeah, yeah. My granddaughter, who's in the parade, she's a dancer, and I was at the end of the parade. Not Yeah, I was towards the end. I was on 34th Street. I was on 134th when she came down. Oh man, underrated. You should have seen her. Her little cute self. I love my grandbaby. She come down doing her little dancing with her dance school, and me, I'm not part of the parade. So there's a part of the parade where you get to a certain street and they open it up to let people cross over. I waited to take that opportunity. As soon as they opened up, I slid to the other side and went right over there and waited for her to come down. But they they real comfortable because they know those homeless people. Yeah, 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 yeah. We got to fix that. I was walking past White Castles on God damn it, what is that? 7th. I was walking on White Castles on 7th, and you know, White Castle still exists. It's crazy. It's been there for a minute, and it's this one guy or these couple of guys. They just hang in front of it. All these businesses. 125th has changed in so many different ways, and you know, they take over this shit, man. It's just crazy. What's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? You know, one thing I can say about Harlem is that you get a lot of help here.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of help here. Depends on what you need help with. I can't stand the West Indian parade. They say Black Americans because the problem is yet every year nothing. No, you know what? Every year it's the same thing there, man. Everything's the same year there. I like stuff happens at the African Day parade, but it's usually after. We didn't have nothing happen this year, but I know last year, I think, or the year before, it was a fight that broke out, but it wasn't. There was nobody from New York. It was some people from Baltimore, Maryland. But other than that, nothing really pops off. But you go to that West Indian parade, boy, you be lucky if you even make it to where you're going. I tried to remove a homeless guy from. Said they know him. Yeah, well, you know, 12. I don't mind helping them if they want help, but a lot of them are making a career out of being homeless, and it's sad. So they got this what's the shelter people? They come around and ask you if you need anything, and they don't mind, you know, taking you back to the shelter to help you. These people will tell you no all day. People don't want help, but they want to stand there and want you to give to them every day when you see them. You supposed to come out and give them $1 or two, and you begging, and here it is. You got somebody like me walking up and down the street trying to find me a 9 to 5 job, something I can feel good about going to. But because I look better than you, you think I have it. Man, listen, barely making it in life. Barely making it. I got two things to hold on in life. I got my marriage and I got no Doug zone. Or family members that have been kicked out their homes. Yeah, some of them have been kicked out. Some of them, everybody who's homeless is homeless for different reasons. They're just in the same category, but um, different reasons. And some had the opportunity to fix their life, but a lot of them got so comfortable with being homeless, it wasn't no looking back. I could run the streets all night. I can get high all night. And, you know, when they sing that song of, can you help me get something to eat? And I go, man, look, there's plenty of places in Harlem that they'll serve you. They'll give you something to eat. Not just Harlem, but New York. But a lot of these people, like I said, they don't want the help, bro. And in order for me to help you, you got to help yourself. And if I see you're not helping yourself, it ain't nothing I can do for you. Lexington, 125th, be there for decades. Yeah, they've been there for a while, man. I've been living in Harlem since 2018, and let me tell you, I've seen some of the same faces before 2018. I used to come hang in Harlem in 2000s, like 2010, 2011, 2012. I've been seeing the same. I've seen some of the, I don't forget faces. So I've been seeing the same people be homeless from the time I was in my 20s. It's
I'm gonna
crazy.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Me, born and raised in Brooklyn, because let me tell people, I know what they talk about in Harlem, though, so I just want to let people know. In Brooklyn, it's the same thing too. I go, you go same spot. Hey, nigga, I know you for 40 years. You still out
I know 12.
here?
I
Man.
walk past my sister-in-law 12. She stays right across the street from that place. So, and I walk past that place all the time when I'm going to the Bronx, because that's how I get to the Bronx. If I'm not getting on the train, when I need to get to the 6 train, because like in the back of my building, I got to take the D train to freaking the 4 to the 6, and I don't want to do all that. So I walk right across the bridge to get the 138 for the 6s or wherever I'm going. If I'm going to 3rd Avenue and 149th, sometime if it's a nice day, I still won't get on the train. I'll walk my behind right across the bridge. So I know exactly the spot that you're talking about. So yeah, they feed. There's plenty of places they feed out here. Plenty. That's one thing I can say about Harlem. Harlem is not. You might not like the crime here. You might not like how some of the people act, but they do help people here. They help people to their best ability. But sometimes people don't want that help. They don't want that help. But so, like I was telling people, as far as No Doug Zone and my brand, you know, I'm getting ready to get into a position where I'm gonna be doing, you know, toy drives and turkey giveaways and helping them out as much as we could. But you could do all that all you want, and the help is just not appreciated. You know, I mean, it is what it is, but we can't stop what God sent us to do. We still got to work. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Pay their bills. But now the church is $1 million industry. Yeah, time. Well, you have to watch them too because they're not innocent. Churches are not innocent. Just because they talk about God, that doesn't make them innocent. Don't don't make them innocent.
Yeah.
No,
Keep
it's
on talking, bro. Keep on talking.
it's a this is a funny world. This is a funny world that we live in, and nobody's paying attention to what's going on because we're too busy gossiping and worrying about what celebrities got going on in their life, and we're not even paying attention to what's going on in ours. The community appreciates. Yeah, well, I'm 12. I'm looking to do it. Shit, I'm looking to do it. I was trying to. I know the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders, they do it when they come to the Bronx. I've actually talked to somebody from the Rough Riders, which I got to get ready to get on there with somebody from the Rough Riders and figure out how can I do that. Fat Joe does the turkey giveaway too over where he's at. I want to talk to one of them over there to figure out how I could participate in that. So there's gonna be some people that I gotta talk to get out there and do it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's yeah, yeah, it be like that. Yeah, yeah, screen you to talk to pastors. It's crazy. I'm not doing none of that. I just, I stay like me and my wife. We go to church, but at the same time, like we be like, we'll stay home if we want, and we'll watch it on TV. Because nobody says you have to be in the building. They make it seem like you have to be in the building. You don't have to be in the building. I could talk to God from anywhere. If I'm in there, it's because I choose to. Yeah, they heavy in the Juneteenth parade. I talked to a couple of people from the Rough Riders. I actually follow them on the gram, and they follow me back, and I appreciate them. But I think today or maybe tomorrow I got to reach out to somebody from the Rough Riders and see when they do their Thanksgiving joint. How could I be a part of that? How could I help them when they do their toy drives? Because that's
Oh,
something that I want to
really?
be a part
I
of.
didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Rough Riders, they do toy drives. They did a toy drive last year in Gun Hill. Gun Hill. They were somewhere in Gun Hill when they did it. I had just missed them, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" And Fat Joe, he does his right over there on 138th and what's that? Not St. Anne's. What is it? Right what we was just talking about when you get across the bridge where Mitchell Projects is all at Patterson Projects, like in that area. Once you get across the
Oh, in
bridge,
the Wharf Avenue?
yeah, there's a Fat Joe has his own. He has his own uptown store, so he does the turkey drive every year. If y'all go on my YouTube, I got some videos where I'm over there recording. Yeah, so actually, I'm gonna get ready to talk to somebody about that too. Um, yeah, but all that type of stuff is dope. And it kind of builds your resume too on what you're about. See, if we're gonna use social media, we got to use social media for the right things. We got to use it for the right things and not to expose ourselves in negative ways. Because a lot of these people that you see crashing out and just doing stuff, once again, they serve no purpose on social media. But when you have people like me and you got people like 12 and other people who want to keep the community together, we serve a purpose. Toy drives, Thanksgivings, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that matters. Now you got people. The difference is you got people now. They just do stuff just so they can say they're a part of stuff, and they ain't doing it from the heart. Because you got some people, they want to be a part of everything. I don't want to be a part of everything because certain people I don't like, and I'll be like, well, I don't care what they doing. I'm not going over there to do that just to say I'm doing it. So I think Pastor maybe church. Oh yeah, well you know what? Hey, if he runs for mayor, what can we do? I don't trip about stuff like that. I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't trip about stuff like that. I really don't, because it just gets us. It gets our people caught up in us. Just a whole lot of just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
Listen,
Because at the end of the day, my God is my mayor. My God is my president. God is my governor. He is my everything. And I don't put no trust or no confidence in no human beings to
well,
run in.
cause the number
So
one grinder, can I come back to New York and run for mayor?
if you run for mayor, there's gonna be a lot of people that's the rest of their lives is gonna be messed up if you run for mayor, because you just gonna be out here acting like you ain't got no home training. Underrated.
Yeah, right. Fire everybody. You fired.
Yeah. You gonna put there's gonna be more homeless people out on the streets messing with you because you gonna be like, you're fired. I don't know what you fired for, but I'll tell you later. But right now I want you gone.
Yeah, you doing the right thing. Fire.
Right now I want you gone.
Oh, yeah, we gonna make them boats so you can live on the water.
Yeah, right now I don't know why I want you fired, but I just want you gone.
No,
And
I
I'll
don't
tell
like
you later about it.
it.
I just want you gone. But yeah, we had a great parade this past week, and I enjoyed myself. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to next year, and hopefully No Doug Zone is on the float next year for 2026. Since that's the only parade we really got to hold on to, because the rest of these parades is tripping out. They tripping out, man. And my thing is, if I'm not going to be on the float, then I don't want to be in the parade. I mean, I'm trying to get myself out there, continue to get my name out there. I don't need to be a regular spectator anymore. I can't just be a regular spectator anymore. Push No Doug Zone and be on the float. Yo, 12, if you here, you could be on the float too. I'm saying this is what we push it for black excellence. And we have to show the rest of these idiots that don't know what black excellence is. We got to show them because a lot of them don't know. They don't know. They're not too. They, you know why they don't know? Because they too busy out here acting like ninjas. That's why they don't know. They acting like ninjas, and acting like a ninja is not gonna get you nowhere, but either dead or in jail. For all y'all that don't know what black excellence is, pay close attention. Other than that, underrated. I'm chilling, bro.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 12, let 12. There ain't no beef. 12, there ain't no issue. Um, I'm sure on some point, me and you are probably going to see each other because it is Harlem and a lot of these community things that they do. Um, I'm gonna be a part of it because I was a part of a lot of the stuff. There was a school on one. There was a school. What is it? 114th. There's a school on 114th in Lenox, and they did something last year, like a toy drive. And what's this black lady? I forgot.
Oh,
It
excuse
was
me.
it was it was her and the dude from one of the dudes from Central Park, the dark skinned dude. I see him all the time. He's in the parade all the time. But anyway, they did some at this middle school on 114th, and I heard about it and popped up, and it was amazing. If y'all go to my Instagram, you'll see it. But yeah, it was amazing to be. On. Yeah. He said to be fair. I was on a float with the public Labor Day parade 2 years ago. Oh yeah. Doing Labor Day parade is quiet for me. They ain't got nothing for me over there. They crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna hit somebody's today. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls about the turkey drive. Somebody from the Rough Riders. I'm gonna hit them today. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
I
send me
should have been.
the so I type on Rough Riders in Instagram, right? Then pop
Well,
up.
if you put up Rough Riders on Instagram, different Rough Riders are gonna come up, but it doesn't matter. Just follow them and follow them because they follow me and they like a lot of stuff I put up because a lot of my stuff I put up is not just boxing, but it's rap too. But boxing and rap go together anyway.
Oh, we got it
So
anyway, right?
it's
All right.
because what rapper you know that don't want to box and what boxer you know that don't want to rap.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it's a perfect combination. And both of
Yeah.
them, boxing and rap is a dirty industry. It's the truth. You'll get jerked. I mean, you'll get jerked in a lot of industry, but those are the two main industries. But those are the two best ones to be a part of because you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I grew up all over America, but I spent more time in the DMV and the general. So everyone always was talking, maybe talking about New York people ran up there to shopping. Yeah, people have stuff to say about us, but we're actually cool here. Every part of the world has their assholes. Every part of the world. New York is the way it is because number one, they allow everybody to come here. Two, there's so much things going on with us here and then there's so many people that has financial, so much mental, so much depression, so much stress, so much suicide, so many. And then you got people who just feel like they got something to prove, so they got to walk around tough all day. That's what's wrong with here. But don't be fooled by what you see here, because everybody ain't really crazy. They really not. People ain't really crazy. They love to put that act on. Trust it. Reverend on Sharpton does turkey giveaways, Thanksgiving dinner, and toy drives every year. Yeah, then that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be where one day I'm doing a no duck zone turkey giveaway. So I'm gonna find out how I can go about that. Talk to some people. If I can get about 500 turkeys and get out there and give them out on the street, I would love it. I'm working on that.
You can UPS my turkey here, right?
Nah, you gonna bring your ass to New York. That's what you gonna do.
Yeah, right.
Don't even try that. I knew you was gonna come with that underrated.
Yeah.
I already knew you to see y'all
Yeah.
Brooklyn dudes. We got to watch y'all Brooklyn dudes because y'all always want something for something. Nah, nah, nah,
I'm
nah,
coming to New
nah, nah.
York. I'm coming to New York. I'm coming to New York.
Nah, you have to. I ain't saying this year, but when I get it going, you gonna have to come up here, sir. You ain't gonna have me lift that big ass turkey, and I gotta send it to VA. Here it is.
I'm coming to New York,
I gotta
man.
send a big ass bird to VA. And knowing that people are thieves, somebody gonna take that big ass bird.
You ain't lying about that. Yeah.
Somebody, somebody gonna say I ain't got no. And you know what's so crazy? Thanksgiving Thanksgiving turkey giveaways have been going on for centuries, right? Why people act like they got to struggle to get a damn turkey? Oh, you from Brooklyn? Oh, hey, 12. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why people act like turkeys and like, oh, I got to go buy one? No, if you know that there's a turkey giveaway, stupid, you might want to get out there to get it. You know what I watched happen last year at the turkey giveaway last year at Fat Joe's event? I watched people damn near skip each other. I said, how are we skipping each other over a free damn turkey? Like, you ain't paying for the damn turkey. What the hell? How are we skipping each other over some free birds? I'm from Fort Greene. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Never mind, 12. I leave Fort Greene alone. Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, 12 hours, 12
Fort
hours.
Greene, Fort Greene is different. I think that's where, ain't that where ODB from? Is he from Fort Greene? I think ODB's from Fort Greene, but it don't matter. Rest in peace to him because he was crazy too, my good brother. But yeah, shout out to Fort Greene, shout out to BK, shout out to Brownsville, Coney Island, Marcy, Red Hook, all that, man. Whole Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, shout out the whole New York
Shout
City.
out the whole shout. First of all, shout out to the world
Yeah.
and anybody who's able to make it past the summer this year, going into the holidays. God bless y'all, and I hope y'all. You know, I'm gonna just say it now instead of me waiting until the end of the year. Um, just God bless everybody, man. You know, and even though the holidays are not here, we're approaching them, man. Enjoy the holidays. And if you
And I'm
somebody who's not, because a lot of time you got to go to these giveaways. A lot of people have their friends or family going online. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, the hell they do.
right,
And
you're
that's
right,
exactly what I'm talking
you're
about.
right.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Night. And that's what I witnessed. I'm standing there with a camera watching these people literally saying on the phone, yeah, I'm gonna hold the spot for you, but hurry up because it's starting to get crowded.
I'm letting
I'm
you know
like,
right
yo, what are you doing? The birds are free.
I'm letting you know right now. If you take my turkey and ham,
Yo, still, this
we
dude is
fight.
stupid.
We
This
fighting,
dude
yo.
is
I don't
stupid.
care if you're a man or woman. I'm letting you know right now. It's not even September. You take my turkey and ham, we fighting. I
Yo,
don't care.
underrated. I literally watched about 3, 4 people get kicked off the line, bro.
Me too. I witnessed that too.
How do you get kicked off for something that's free though? Make me
Oh, free.
understand that.
Yeah.
Who goes to a toy? So who goes to a toy drive, knowing that you ain't paying for no toys, but you're
Let me
gonna. This is the
tell
problem
you.
when it comes to people in our community, and I don't mean New York. I mean in the black community all over the world. This is the problem with us, right? When something is not being done for us, we complain about it. When something is being done for us, we don't appreciate it.
Let me tell you something
So,
funny, right?
if turkey drives didn't exist no more, if turkey giveaways didn't exist no more, and toy drives didn't exist no more, and giving out free food to the homeless, and if any of that was stopped, just saying, oh man, everybody have something to say.
Let me tell
This
you,
is crazy.
there was one time, years ago, in Virginia, right? So they give out turkeys and turkey dinners, right? So everybody go by zip codes, right? So they were by zip code. I told the lady, right, zip code. She said, "Look, you stay right here, young man, because I gotta take some out there." Hey, elderly people was already there. Their zip code was
Um,
already taken care of. They got the nurse. Oh yeah, I got it from my sister, but you was
um,
already here. Why am I gotta get some more? Well, mom, I said, no, we already did your zip code. Then let me tell you what happened to me. I was blessed, right? So I
yeah,
said, I do YouTube and stuff and all like that. She said, young man, do you have a car to take you home? Because I said, I'll take the bus. I have my little shopping cart. She said, no, I'm gonna have somebody take home. I came home with 3 turkeys, two hams, and about 3 or 4 dinners.
yeah,
And plus had a ride home.
yeah. 12. You know, 12. I don't, and that's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. It's not just the people that it's not just the community. Sometimes it's the people who are working the events too, and they do a bad job. Sometimes, like you says, it's not published well, and sometimes a lot of times they have attitudes,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and that's not the time for that because that's enough to make you say, you know what, I don't even want to work this event. We are being mean to each other and disrespectful to each other for no reasons. But when you go down with the white community, they don't act like that. But we got to have attitudes. We get mad with each other. It just becomes this whole disrespectful, disgusting act, and it don't make any sense. I lived in both the Bronx and Brooklyn, and it's the same thing. Yeah, it's all of it's the same. I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in I lived near Bushwick on the L line, like Morgan Avenue, all that. I wasn't too far from Bushwick. I lived there. I lived in Coney Island. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I, I
but you
lived in
know,
I lived in pink houses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done did all that.
yeah, you know the funny stuff I seen. This ain't no lie, y'all. A long time ago, I was getting turkey. This I lived in Queens, right? So you know, I know people. They say, man, get your turkey. I see somebody got stuck up for a ham and turkey. No lie.
Yeah, it's just disgusting because we can't preach that. Yeah, and this is what gets me sick because we do this even when it comes to voting. We want to be so black when it comes to coming together. We want to show everybody how black we are, and then we get it together. We come together, and then it only turns out sometimes, not all the time, but it turns out sometimes to be a recipe for disaster. And I go, what are we doing? This is a turkey. This is a turkey event. This is a Christmas event. This to bring the community together. In some way, somehow, it goes left because everybody wants to abuse their authority. And I go, it ain't even that serious, bro. This is for the kids. This is for the community. And that's the reason why when I'm in position to do things, when no Doug Zone is going to be in the position to do things, I'm not just doing it to be doing it. I have to have the right people with me to do it. Your attitude is going to be correct, or you can't be a part of the No Doug Zone family. I don't need you to be sitting here acting ghetto and ratchet because that's not what it's about. If your attitude don't fit what it is that I'm doing, you can't be down because I don't want anybody to feel like they can't come and eat with the No Doug Zone family. So I don't care if it's a dog wandering the streets with one eye. Feed it. Feed him. Because that's another thing. We so quick to get together and say, let's do it for the community. Are you doing for the community because you want to do for the community? Or you doing it because that makes you look good? Yeah, you know, I'm in court right now fighting this case, or I got to go get my kids. So I need to go find something to be a part of so the shit can make me look good. I can get somebody to write a letter letting the judge know I'm a part of Thanksgiving giveaways and all this other shit. So yeah, let me get something to make myself look good. But then you come up in there with the same very attitude that got your ass in court in the first place. Just think about some of the people and their attitudes when you see these people at these events. But then they tell you, no, I've been doing this for some years. I can't tell. Because they think because they've been doing it 20 or 30 years. You know, I've been doing toy drives for 30 years. Doing it for 30 years don't make you perfect. It's just that nobody haven't put you in your place. And this is the stuff I see when we dealing with our people. So when I get that time where I could do it when it's time for me to be the head person in charge doing it, or your attitude got to be a certain way, baby. Or you ain't got to be a part of it.
So welcome.
Your attitude got to be a certain way, baby. Oh, hold on, it's an echo. Let me mute this.
Oh, it's my TV.
Okay.
I had the TV. That's why I couldn't be texting too much because I was looking at y'all from the TV, right?
Mhm.
Instead of the phone.
Okay.
You know, when you look at a flat, when you look at it on TV, you can't text.
No. You can't. I usually a text from my phone, and when I look at that TV, and then I look at the comment come up when I go to the comment section. That's how I like doing it. I do it the same way. Don't worry, I'll be on the same type of timing.
Welcome.
So what I wanted to say was when I was doing the turkey giveaway with Councilman Yusuf Salam, he had halal turkeys as well as regular turkeys. So I think that another component that is negative with us is that the Muslims and regular blacks don't really participate together because that Juneteenth parade is all about Muslims.
Yeah.
So and you see, we don't really come out, and for whatever reason, the Rough Riders do big with the Juneteenth. So I don't know if it's a lot of Muslim Rough Riders. I don't know. Is that what it is?
Actually, you'll be surprised because they actually are. That's what's so
That's
crazy.
what it gotta be. They come
The
out
two
strong. Like they had so many.
The two head leaders of it is actually Muslim, both of them.
Okay, so they support the Juneteenth, which is by the
Yes.
Muslims, real heavy, and
Yes.
then they have their own things. Like I didn't know
Yeah,
they
they
had
have
one
their
in
own
the
thing.
Bronx, but I know they
Yeah,
got it
they
in Brooklyn.
yeah, they have it. They even got some stuff that they do when they're in Yonkers, they got some. They did a couple of things this year that they did in YO. It's just that it was hard for me to get out there, and I know where they do it at. My brother doesn't live too far from where they do it at, but I'm gonna start reaching out because that's how I built a relationship with them, because I started following them on the gram, and then I started liking the pics, and then I started. This is another thing too. We can't be afraid to share information, even if it's not important to anybody else. So anything that they will post on Instagram, I would repost it and then tag them in it. So once they see that, then they're like, you know what? Yeah, we don't know him, but this kid is supportive. And then you get the same support back. It doesn't cost to support each other.
Right.
If people are not understanding that, you know what I mean? And like I was saying just a couple minutes ago, a lot of these people that you see participate, that they saying, I want to help do a turkey drive or a toy drive, a lot of that is just to make them look good. Some of them, not all. Some of them are in a situation. Yeah, some of them be in a situation.
They'll knock you down to get in a photo.
Oh yeah. They definitely will.
Put you out the way for a photo.
Come on, man, move out the way. I need to take this picture real quick, because this is my dude. Dude, what? Like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Like, hold on, it ain't even that serious. You almost knocked me from Linux to Broadway. Like, it ain't even that serious. Calm down. But this is what we see out here, though, and I'm just like, yo, we can't do that, because what I saw Sunday at the parade, I was like, now this is what we call Black excellence.
Yeah, they have a lot of love, but that's like, years of working with them Harlem people. But I find with the Muslims too, because they was in jail, they have a hard time finding work. So they do a lot of security gigs and stuff. Yeah. And like when I was trying to like get my son with it, right? Because that's like a lot of the Muslims, they do cash on hand. They not playing, right? They're gonna pay you up front. But they try to really do it for those who have that issue. They've been incarcerated, and they trying to give the dude some dignity and respect. But I like how they try to make sure there's events. They got their guys doing security. They paying them. You know what I'm saying? They got them doing setup. They're not doing no cheap stuff. They're not doing it for free. They're making sure they pay their guys. And I really like that. I got a lot of respect for a lot of the stuff they do. But I feel like we just got these invisible barriers where we don't cross the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that can help anybody. Anybody can benefit from using cash. Anybody can benefit from knowing, like, when they do a parade setup, they need extra hands. A lot of them people, them women and stuff that be setting up, they need people to help them with transportation, and they give them a couple dollars. They give people a couple dollars, but we don't got their kids out there.
Nah, we don't have that. That's why when I see something, I'll be like, nah, I got to get involved in this. Like my man Ronnie Love, I was saying, Harlem House of Champions. His mother Tiffany, she does a lot of stuff in Harlem. Her name rings bells. Everybody knows when they hear Tiffany. Yeah, there's 100 Tiffany's in Harlem, but when you mention that one Tiffany, everybody already knows who we talking about. And when they get together and they do stuff, I'm like, yo, I got to be a part of it. Not because it makes me look good, because I respect and admire what they're doing, and we need that in Harlem. And anybody who's not for that is a person that needs to be removed, because like I said, you got people doing stuff to just make themselves look good, and they really don't have a reason for doing it. Oh, I'm in this situation, and if I do this and the judge sees it, oh, this makes me look good, but then they come with the funky attitude because they really don't want to do it, but they just doing it. Yeah.
Like that Mama Z and that one who got that hands down guns, that gun thing on 45th.
Yes.
Because when she held a meeting about them trying to make that luxury building a shelter, she had the mayor come. You know what I'm saying? She had the mayor, the media. They pay attention to what she calls for. When she has an event, they come out. So she got real good public. She got like public publicity. She's able to get the big door heavy hitters out. So that's really great.
I feel like it's a slap in the face, because they wanted to be in the parade this year, but we all know that parades are not free and it costs. And I'm like, well, y'all need to help them out, a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's important for them to be in the parade, because like I said, they do a lot of stuff that people are. If you're not familiar with it, I mean, if you know, and if you don't,
explain.
Well, it's been so much. Ronnie Love and his mother had bought the Harlem. Nobody has ever seen a boxing match in the middle of 125th before,
Right at the
and
Harlem, the Harlem State Office building, right there, on the
exactly.
ground. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things, and it's not just boxing. What they do is bigger than boxing. It's so much that's being done that they are the perfect example of black excellence, and that's the reason why I don't have a problem getting out there and helping them, because I'm like, you know what? This is the same path that I want to go down. But in order for me to do it, I got to know how to do it, because sometimes we want to say stuff, we want to do stuff, but we don't know how to go about it. But sometimes you got to sit back and watch and be
Yeah.
like, okay, that's how that works. All right, so you know what? When I get ready to do this, I know how this goes, and that's why I follow a lot of what they do, because I'm like, at some point, I'm gonna do that. When I sit back and I watch what the Rough Riders do, I watch what Fat Joe do with his say what you want about him, but then I look at some of the stuff he does. The turkey, like, these people don't have to do this, and
Right.
they
But
don't have to. There's no, yeah,
but also Tiffany is in a sorority. Like she's a part
yes,
of a yeah, so she got a real
yes.
strong network. Like we
She
can't
got a
forget
strong.
that.
Her network
Yeah, she
is
got a
her
real
network
strong
is
network.
crazy.
Green and
Yes,
pink something they wear, and they had
yes,
this event in the Apollo with her sorority giving
yes.
toys to the kids or something. She do a lot,
Yeah, she do a lot. Like,
but she
so
got
when
a
we was
strong
out,
network. She's not
we,
out of network though.
no, 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 she's not. When we did the show this year in front of the state building, and I remember it rained real bad that day. Oh my God. And my first worries was her, because everything blew away. And the first thing I said was, oh my God, Mama Tiff, because that's what I call her, Mama Tiff. And we all
Okay,
running over there to go get her. And the teamwork was crazy, because it didn't
yeah,
matter if you were old or young. We went over there and we made sure not only she was good, but her mother was good. We made sure everybody was good, but it's teamwork. And that's why I said, man, I'm gonna be a part of it if I can. And I always tell Ronnie, I just seen Ronnie yesterday, man. I said, man, whenever you need help with, whenever mama need help with, y'all make sure y'all call me. Only way I'm gonna tell you no is that I have to be busy. Other than
right.
that, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna help y'all, because it's black excellence.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about.
teamwork make the dream work though. That's in
Yeah, and
everything.
that's
It
what I'm
really do.
trying to work on for No Doug Zone. That's why I'm like, okay, at some point I'm gonna do toy drives and I'm gonna do turkey giveaways, and I'm gonna try to figure out to come up with some programs for these kids.
That's wonderful. I mean, you
You-
already started like having having your the
Yeah,
barbecue you do every year.
yeah,
You said
yeah.
you wasn't gonna have it at the same location next
No,
year,
no, no,
but
no, no, no,
you
no,
already
no, 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 no. I won't. I won't. We're shooting for some locations. I know it's going to be out here. It's definitely going to be out here. I just don't know where, but I am shooting for that. I'm talking to some sponsors and trying to make something happen where we can get some help with that, because a lot of times it becomes overwhelming when you're trying to do too much. But thank God I have some family called Friends to Fathers, a great fatherhood program, and I graduated from that program and years ago, and so they're participating in it, and we got some other people. So it's about being black excellence. This is why y'all never hear me on YouTube talking nonsense, because I'm like, I have no time for it. It's not going to get me anywhere. Like, look at it like this way, 12, right? How could you want somebody to come and do business with you or sponsor you or do any endorsements, and then they go look at your channel and you're acting like you have no home training?
right.
You're just on here acting crazy, and then I'm supposed to act like this because I grew up in the projects. Okay, what that mean? I lived in about 3 or 4 projects in my life. I remember where I come from. I'll never forget where I come from. But I don't have to prove to you where I come from. I don't have to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And too many people are doing that, because if they feel like if they don't do it, they're gonna lose touch with the neighborhood, or the streets are not
Mm-hmm.
gonna respect them. Or you over here acting like you over here cooning. You over here, you talking different, you acting different. I think you might have forgot where you came from. And I'm like, I'm not, first of all, I'm not here to prove nothing to you or nobody else.
Right.
And that's the problem we got with our people, man. Like people get it twisted. Like you got to show people how black you are. Are you kidding me?
That's true. They do that though, but they do that.
I'm not doing that. I could
They
curse you
do
out
that.
all day.
That's
I
good.
could,
No, yeah, you can't. But they be trying to go just like when it comes to their time. Like a lot of them, they just really bad on time management because they ain't doing nothing all day.
yeah.
So when you have an event, they try to roll up like when it's like near the time of the end of the event.
Oh
Because
my
we know our
God.
people, and we know that they're gonna roll late. I just try
Yo,
to always put something to the side, like I put something to the side so they can
you
feel
know
like
what?
they got something. I'll give them a little
That
goodie bag because they be
that's
coming like
why.
5 minutes when it's over. Ain't nobody gonna
that-
continue this. We have to rent this
that-
venue, yo.
yeah, yeah. But that's also underrated to tell you. That's also when I started my barbecue. I only started that by invite only because I noticed there's just a few people that just can't be there. So when I did it by invite only, I mean, I talked to my wife. I said, I mean, you think that's a good idea? She said, well, I mean, you could do it the way you want, but you just remember, once you put it out there to the public, you cannot get mad about who shows up
Right,
because you put it out there.
right.
If you just tell everybody you're more than welcome to come out, you're going to get about 300 and some a-holes are going to come and it's going to be chaos. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I can only do by invite only. And I'm glad I did it that way because for the last 3 years, I have been successful
Yes.
in doing it. Now, unless I'm doing the back to school, I can't make it private. Back to schools are very difficult because that's another thing. Nobody appreciates that because you always got some parent that's going to come to you. She'll get her bags for her kids and then want to say, can I get an extra 2 bags? Because my
Yeah.
girlfriend got 2 kids. And,
Right.
and you
Right.
like,
That's
wait a
so
minute.
true.
Why didn't your girlfriend come? Like, are you kidding me? You didn't
Right.
tell your girlfriend? Oh, yeah, she would come, but she pregnant. That sounds like a her problem. I'm not
That's
about to give you
true.
2 other bags. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy how our people try to play us as if we're stupid. And it's sad because it's us trying to always play us trying to get over us. And as soon as we say no, we're the worst things in the world to them. And then that's when I start learning I can't please everybody.
No, you
I
can't please
can't.
everybody. But I noticed that when you don't like when you trying to discourage people from just coming because they see the items, when you put the stuff behind the counter where they can't see it, you don't have
Yeah.
no traffic. Like nobody come in. So we
No.
always got to put the merchandise out because if they don't see it, they ain't coming. Because they don't
No. They
care
don't.
what you say. They don't see it, they're not coming. And then when they see it and they think it's more than enough, they always trying to get more, but you just gotta say no. Because they're not gonna even come in if they don't see it.
No, they're
They
not.
just
No, no,
not
no, no.
doing it. Like, we saw all them turkeys, then they came in. But before they saw the turkeys, they was acting like the flyer didn't matter. They was walking by. We didn't have no line and nothing. We had to ask. We was calling people to come in, and they was like, because
I
they don't
watched.
see it. It wasn't like outdoors.
Listen, I watched Fat Joe do his event last year, and it was an honor and pleasure because it was actually the first year I was able to catch it, and I watched these people literally kill each other over something that's free. I said, "What are we doing? Are we talking about old ladies, like mother type looking ladies?" I know she see me standing here, bitch, and I'm like, whoa, grandma, whoa, hold on, hold on. Are we really doing this?
All
Are
day.
we doing this? Like, y'all like about 70. I know we ain't out here gang banging over free turkeys, but
Man,
this is
they go crazy over the seating. Like at the parade, those are senior only
oh
seats.
man.
And so because the seniors in Harlem act like it's a prize to be a senior. So the first
Yo,
thing you
stop.
gotta do is play up to the seniors because the seniors act like you supposed to give them a free meal. And that's what Bill Perkins did good.
Yeah,
Perkins always gave them a luncheon right there in front of the State Harlem building. He
yeah,
always played up to the seniors. But those seniors are as wild and ghetto as anybody else.
yeah,
And if you don't do it real strategic, making sure they got their ticket, making sure they know what table they're gonna be in, they're gonna be Bogart and everything. They're crazy.
yeah,
They don't care. They got walkers, rollators, all of that, and they still wild.
yeah. They it's It becomes a wild. Yeah, it becomes a wild scene, but it's just crazy. Sometimes it's hard to please our people, but then this is the reason why I have the attitude of, you know what, we all can have fun, or I can shut this down. How you want to do it?
Right. Yes.
Because sometimes you got to have that attitude. Because
You got
if you're not careful, somebody will get hurt on your watch. Because them people will fight. They don't care who.
No, because he was dealing with seniors. He know how them seniors are.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. You could get somebody will get hurt on your watch. And the sad thing about it, the sad thing about it is you couldn't. It wasn't your fault that it happened, but you couldn't stop it. So whatever happened, if a fight break out, you can't stop it. But it happened at your event. And you like, this is not what I worked 6 months. Yeah, I didn't work 6 months hard for this. I worked 6 months for this, and this is what happened. So sometimes you got to be the one to step off and be like, you know what? I am the one that runs this. So check this out. Listen, and I'm the type 12. I ain't gonna lie to you. My mouth could be a little reckless. I think it's just me, because I'm a zero tolerance person. I'm going to say stuff, and it might not be exactly what I say, but it might be how I say it, and you're not going to like it. But I'm the type that get off the line. We ain't going to act like we in the 3rd or 4th, 5th grade. Y'all want to keep acting like that, we'll shut it down. Then guess what?
Sometimes they need that.
Yeah, and you're not trying to be rude, but at the end of the day, you need that, because now you got to be like, number one, if I catch you skipping, you're off the line. Yeah. And if we're gonna keep arguing like we're in the 8th grade, we're just gonna shut it down. Because at the end of the day, I'm not the one that need a turkey. Y'all do.
Right.
My house is good. My house is good. And everybody that you see walking away, they got their turkeys. So if you keep acting up, you're gonna be going to one of these people's houses sharing their turkey. So you won't keep acting crazy? Yeah, if y'all want to keep acting crazy, I'll shut it down. I'm not going to talk to y'all no more because we're not in school. Some of y'all got great-great-grandchildren. Come on now. Stop it. I'll just shut this whole thing down.
So, Brother McLean, you say when I come to New York, even I being my best behavior, I still ain't going to get no turkey and ham? That's what you saying?
Yo, talk to your people. Yo, talk to your peoples, man.
What is wrong with you, underrated?
Talk to your peoples, man. What's wrong with your peoples? That's a Brooklyn thing.
It's gonna be put to the side for you. You ain't gonna have no line, no wait. You ain't gotta worry.
Yeah, he ain't getting on no damn line.
What's going on, man? Like Brooklyn, what's up, man?
I'm gonna take your turkey and put it right by Patterson Projects across the street from where Western Beef is at. I'm gonna take you right over there.
That's dead wrong, bro. You know I'm gonna get back on the 6th train. I ain't gonna have no turkey and ham.
Sir. You're putting your turkey is gonna be right by Patterson Projects. That's where I'm putting your turkey at.
He gotta have it to the side. You're already gonna be waiting.
It's gonna be to the side. It's gonna be to the side, right where Western Beef is at. I'm putting it right by Western Beef.
Where's McLean? You ain't giving no VIP treatment? Come on, we always got VIP section.
Of course, he got the VIP treatment right next to you. So you know where the Western Beef is at, right in the corner. There's a laundromat. That's where his turkey be right now.
That ain't right, McLean. Nah, that ain't right.
Because I'm telling you, if you step on Underrated's foot or bump him any kind of way while he's online, people don't realize Underrated is a big dude in person. That might not be the foot you want to step on.
He can't be online.
Nah, he can't step because I'm telling you,
no line, no wait for him. He can't have no line.
And once I hear Underrated raise his voice, then it brings me out of character because I ain't gonna let nothing happen to him. But at the end of the day, I want to eat my food, so please, no violence. I want to be able to eat my food in peace. I don't want no violence. But sometimes you have to get like that to her, like somebody who never heard you raise your voice and say, "Oh, she's such a sweetheart. She laughs and jokes," and then one day, 12, you just come out and snap. Oh my God, I never heard her scream.
Then they'll be still. Because they'll be like, oh, she's serious now.
Oh, she's not playing. And you got that face where you can smile all day, but then it's like, okay, if it's time to get serious, I'm gonna get serious to let you know I'm not playing. So when you get that serious face, a lot of people who are not familiar with you is like, oh man, she not playing. So you know what? Like, we ain't gonna get no turkey messing with her. So I think we better chill. Cause I know I'm a chill. I want my turkey. So once I see you get serious, I'm like, look, she not playing, y'all. Stop. It's cold as
Nah,
hell
I
out here,
don't
number
play with
one.
you.
It's
That's
cold. And
number
that's the
one.
thing. It be cold outside, and this the thing. I want to get my turkey and go. I don't want to be beefing with nobody.
No, but
It's
some people come
cold.
to be. But some
Welcome
people
back,
come to
Sister Michelle tonight. Welcome back.
It be, yo, listen, it's cold. Who wants to beef on, yo, all I want to do is get off the line. Like when I was out there last year, I was drinking my little Henny or whatever. I didn't get online because it wasn't about getting no turkey. I didn't care about that. I came just for the content, to catch Fat Joe getting out the car, to catch a few other people popping up. That was it. But as I'm standing there and I'm watching them, and I'm like, yo, we really game banging over turkey? Like, y'all
yeah,
tripping. It's
they
free.
are. But they do that with anything free.
Yeah, but my thing
Book
is, Joe
bag,
gave
book
out
bag
like
giveaway,
500. Joe gave
all
out
of
like
it.
500 turkeys, I think Joe gave out. Plus, Joe gave out he gave out, if you didn't get a turkey, he gave you some type of voucher to get one. So it was something. I forgot how he did it. But I'm like, y'all bugging. But like you said, they do it with book bags. Y'all do it
They
with
do
toys.
everything. But you know, another thing that Fat Joe had, didn't he have like a thing with Goya? They had like Goya rice and stuff they
Yeah,
was
he
giving
did
to. He had
that's what
like
it
a
was.
collaboration with a Goya with Goya. So
Yeah,
he had a good.
he had the collaboration with them. And I don't understand that. And New York City is one of the main cities in the world where you have access to a lot of stuff.
Yes,
See, nobody can never live in New York and say I can't get anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing there for me. There's not a program. There's no church I can go eat at. There's no toy giveaways. Oh, I'm gonna be messed up because I lost my job and I can't get my child nothing for Christmas. You can go to about 100 toy places in New York without having to walk into a store and buy some and get some for your child if you just know where the locations are at.
right. If you know, yes,
If you know, you could go from one side of the Bronx to a other, then mess around, go to Harlem and get some, and go to Brooklyn if you like. It's all up to
Yeah.
you. Your child will end up having 10 toys in their
yeah,
house from you just
fact,
going to different toy drives.
fact.
If they
And they
willing to
give out great
travel.
coats too. Some people get name brand coats
Come on,
because
man.
it's whoever they got to deal with if they know. Because I remember Timberland was giving out Timberland. They was giving out Timberland boots, right?
Yeah.
They had a whole truck come to Cumberland shelter. You know that staff took them
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah.
Staff
Yeah.
did not give those people them Tims, yo. They did not.
Now, when people
That
talk
was
about
a big
Cumberland,
controversy.
now when people talk about Cumberland Center, she talking about Cumberland, formerly Cumberland Hospital, right
Yeah.
on Park Avenue, right off South Portland. That's what she talking
Yes.
about.
They gave
Yeah.
them a delivery of brand new Tims, and the security staff and everything took them. That's
Well,
crazy. But
I
they
tell you
do
what.
that because you
Now,
got
now,
good name
now,
brand stuff. They take
but
stuff.
but this is where we go with it now. If you are in my team, and I'm just saying, and you steal anything, that's gonna be your last time, and you better hope I don't get the popo on you to get you locked up because
Right.
that's a no-no. We're not gonna. If you're in a situation, even if you need something, talk to me, and I'll either let you know to go get it or I'll put it on the side for you. But don't you take
Right.
from people. Don't you
Right.
take from people because 9 times out of 10, I might have you locked up for it. Because I'd rather have you locked up than to put hands on you. We're not
Good.
doing that. I might just have the because I can't tarnish no Doug Zone. I can't do that because that puts me in a tough situation where somebody's going to want to press charges on me. But I might just have you locked up. Call me a sucker for it, call me a coward for it, call me whatever. But we're not going to take from people who really need. And if you somebody who really need, talk to me. Because I know
Right.
I'm in need now. So I know what it feels like. But talk to
Mhm.
me. But if you're just gonna take for somebody who could have really had it because you want to go sell it or you just want to be grimy, then yeah, you'll never work with me again, and I have nothing to say to you in public. You can never talk to
But I
me.
told you that you care and you good with your volunteers because some places when you serving the food, they let you get your plate first. Like they have a to go
Hell no.
plate. They let you set up your food first, so you
Hell
know you
no.
good, right?
You should
But
have ate
some
your
people,
ass.
it ain't
Your ass
right.
should have ate.
They won't
Your
give you
ass should have
nothing.
ate. Your ass should have ate before you got here.
Ah,
You got
see,
to
McClain
go.
not trying to give the volunteers no food, yo. Look, see,
You gotta wait.
McLean's like, hell no.
Hell no. Hell
But
no,
some
man.
do. Some let you get a plate.
You ain't about to come in here talking about you been out all night shaking your ass at Glenroy's I don't care nothing about none of that. You knew you had to work today, fool. Now you coming in here with the munchies. Ah, you messed up. You better go get you a good old bacon, egg, and cheese from across the street. You gotta wait.
You
You
know
gotta
what?
wait.
He's the best.
get your hair in quarter water.
No, because
Yeah, you
you know
quarter
what the
water.
problem is. The problem is
Word.
12. If you let the thing is if you let them, some people they'll eat, and then here it is, the lazy shit coming in. The lazy shit coming in. They
Right.
got the itis. They moving slow. They ain't moving as fast as they say. Oh, give me about 20 or 30 minutes. Damn this fool. 30 minutes that went by and they sitting there. They got to go
He
walk it
done.
off now.
They ain't volunteering no more.
They ain't volunteering no more. But then come back talking about any more turkeys left?
Yep,
You
you
big
got any more
dummy.
leftovers? That's facts.
Man,
No
you big
turkey for
dummy. What the hell
you.
you mean? Nah. You know what? I used to work for Food Bank, so I see how people move. I've done a lot of stuff, restaurants and all that, where I see how people move, and I go, okay. So when it's my time to do something, I know exactly how. And this is how you could be great in life at what you do, watching how everybody else do what they do. You don't follow what they do. You do the opposite. You go, okay, this is how I know I don't want to run my business like this. I know exactly how I'm gonna run my business. I'm gonna be the total opposite of what y'all do. Cause like you said, when there's volunteers and somebody steals something or somebody does, you got so much going on, you don't have time to stop to figure out what's going on. I don't want
Yeah.
No.
anybody to ever feel like they can't come to a No Doug Zone event. And if they come to me with a problem, I'm just running them off. Well, miss, I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you. It happens. I have a lot of volunteers. I don't have time to wait for you to go point them out. I don't have time to go talk to them. We're running an event here. I can't do that. How could
But
I
just
say
like
I'm for
what
the
Knight
people?
said,
Huh?
just like what Knight said, she said they will fight over anything. There's a lot of ungrateful people, and that's a perfect segue to how like one of the people I was volunteering for made me a captain of the bus. We was on a bus trip right out of state,
Mhm.
and another lady who worked for the public advocate was like, "I'm gonna be the bus captain." And
What the
she was like,
hell?
oh, she wanted me to understand. And I just fell back because I was like, look, I ain't here to argue. Look, we all going to the same place. But people, when they think they got some kind of seniority, they be trying to like do everything. They don't want you doing nothing. They don't want you volunteering or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I fall back. I'm not here to argue, but I'm here. If you called me to the place, I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody else come and they act like they see why you didn't, oh McLean, why you didn't give me this? I'm here for you, and you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
not oversight, and you want to give it to them. I don't give you no fight. You know what I'm saying? But people
Yeah.
do they fight over the stupidest stuff, yo.
Yeah,
Stupid. And
because
it makes us look crazy. So once again, like I said earlier, when they start slowing down on how they do things or they take things away, the first thing they can say is they don't want the black community to have nothing. How could they? I mean, y'all don't want anything. So why should they care? If you don't act a certain way, and you know what's so crazy? A lot of these people be having kids and grandkids. You can't even teach them how to act, and look how y'all acting.
But
It's
the
check it
what's
disgusting.
out.
crazy?
Check it out. In Fort Greene Park, it was one time, Trovers, you know what I'm saying? They had like different ventures, like with clothes, food, and stuff like that. And the ones in the area like Atlantic Terminal, Fort Greene, Clinton Hill,
Lafayette
Lafayette Park,
Gardens,
Lafayette
Farragut.
Park, right?
Yes, yes.
All y'all get first and everything. Do you know these motherfuckers come from Queens, Coney Island, and
Yeah,
stuff?
because their
Trying
friends
to
told
take
them
pictures.
about it.
So I said, hold up, time out here. It's 11238. What you doing here? I mean, what?
Right.
They was like giving out stuff. So I said, no, 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 nah. And it got so bad that it was actually people want to fight. Yo, What if I said,
Yeah.
but you already got yours in your area? Why you gotta come down here? And I said, these the same people
Listen,
that live in this area. Why you inviting them for? And
Facts.
why you inviting them for? You can mess up everything for everybody. Now we got our stuff and everything, but it's a story because I don't understand why you're saying they ain't the point. They already got theirs. Why are you inviting people down here that really need it? What is you doing? And I said, that's why we don't have nothing. Now, as for me, I said, you start trouble, you this and that, man, or whatever. I said, well, check this out. You told me I want to jump. You talk to the 100 motherfuckers behind me, though. We can go down that road now. We can go down that road now, but we ain't going to do that because I love our people. It's just the point that I'm trying to make it that sometimes our people is the worst enemy.
It's the worst, yes.
Oh,
They
I
want us
swear
to
to
let
God.
them get over. When we already know. They left, dropped their stuff off, come back on the line. I'm sorry, sir. You already was on there. What's the
And you know what? And you know what?
Is
You
it
know what
coming
I'm
out of
good
your
at?
pocket?
I'm good at faces. So if you
Me
think you're gonna
too.
pull a fast one on me, I'm the
I
type to
swear.
tell you you was just here, fam.
Just here, just
No, I
there.
wasn't.
They
Fam,
always
fam,
doing
fam,
that. They
fam,
come back.
fam. We got a camera. You want me to? That's why cameras. That's why it's always best to have cameras. Don't play me, fam. You was just
Don't
here.
play.
Don't play with me.
Right.
Get up out of here. Then they got the nerve to want to suck. You can get attitude all you want. Let me tell you, I'm not one of the ones. You can enjoy your holiday at home or the hospital. You pick. Because I'm not with all that. I'm not going to be intimidated, and I'm not going to let you play me. And it's always our own kind that think that it's cool to try to play. Don't try to play with me because I'm no child. Like, no, we're not doing that. And that's what makes a lot of people walk away from doing these events. I've known people who walk away, and I go, man, why you don't give turkeys out no more, man? Because I can't stand niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
I go, damn,
Niggas
that's the reason why you
now.
quit. They don't want to do it, and they'll really say, I'm not doing it. And they go, I put 30 years into doing it, and every year it seems to get worse. And people, it takes a lot out of people. It takes a
Yeah, it
lot because
does.
you're leaving your family that day if they're not with you, or even if they are with you, y'all getting up early in the morning. You're going to
Right.
set stuff up. It's cold.
Right.
I didn't do all this for my people to be giving me attitude and being smart. And because they can't skip the line or have their way or get something extra for somebody that they know, I got to be called all types of monkeys and niggas and all
Yeah.
this for what?
But let me tell you what I did, right? This like a few years ago, right? Sometimes when I cook, y'all know I cook, I used to have extra.
Yeah.
So when I used to do, used to have paper plates, wrap it up in foil, and the people around the corner, they drink a little something all day in the corner. I used to give them some stuff. Here's some, stuff like that, brighten up their day. Then come to find out, hey, this person need a plate. I said, did that person live out here? No, I'm not giving a plate. Then so I have to stop myself because y'all ungrateful motherfuckers.
Right.
Y'all ungrateful. Y'all, here's me. I don't have to, but I care for our community and I know how things work. I mean, and certain stuff like that. And I know how the stuff happen around where I live at in Newport News, Virginia. They they care for animal shelters more than human beings. So I they
Yo,
do.
you're underrated.
They
You
got more
stupid.
animal shelters than regular shelters. I'm not lying. Look it up. People, trust me. Look it up. And so I said, let me give them something. They in the cold and stuff. Give you something. Sometimes I had like some cups, 2 liter. Yeah, knock yourself out. Some forks and stuff. But they motherfucker bring here. Oh yeah, they was waiting. What do you mean waiting for me for what? They want you. So it's now if I get them they plate, right? What you gonna have for yourself? So I decided myself, I ain't gonna do it anymore. And I was doing it almost a year and a half. Not all the time, but I was doing it. And I said, yo, man, what happened? I said, because y'all don't want to have it. I said, because y'all messed it up. Y'all did. I try to care for y'all, and this is how you treat me. So you have other people, and they were trying to have people come to my house. Why you people come to my motherfucking house? You just stupid or something? You get beat up, you get fucked up out here. So I did myself. I said, you know what? Some of our people, we are the worst enemy. We are, and I urge people when we talk about this and everything. You know, thank you. I hope you come back on Sister 12 Hours. You know, when Sister 12 Hours and brother Clarence McLean and even Michelle tonight, what they talking about, you gotta believe them because it should be happening, yo. Our people, we the worst. Some of we the worst enemy. We want to take, and then when we get thrown out, oh, why you throwing me out? I see you got about 15, 16 bags. 16 bags. For what? So, you know, no. But I thought you with the community no one grinder. I thought you, no, I'm not with y'all. No. Cause y'all your worst enemies. Y'all messing up for everybody. I say you tell them and tell them why they messed up. Let them, you tell them. All right, later, sis. Yeah, so I tell people to understand, you know, we deal with some people that looks like us. They are devils.
Later, 12. Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, some people we deal with is just like that. But you know what though, underrated? Um, we can't let that stop us from being great. And that's why I'm gonna continue to do what I do. We just gotta know how to deal with certain people.
Yeah.
That's all. If you're gonna try to cause a distraction or a disturbance, I'm just gonna get rid of you and you can take it how you want to take it. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you stop other people who's in need, who really is in need and who really want. I'm not gonna let you stop that because you want to be ignorant and ghetto and trashy. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
let you do it. I'm not gonna let you do it. So for all that, I'll just get rid of you. That's simple. That's simple. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. That's all. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. And subscribe to my
Smash
brother
that shit.
Underrated Darkness.
Smash that
Nothing.
shit. Oh yeah. And also before we continue, I will come back. I know I'll be saying this, but I will be back on the Red Boxing Talk. We're gonna talk about errors of boxing. So it'll be a selective panel discussion. I don't know where I'm going to do it, but Brother McClain going to be part of it. I'm trying to get some people. So, you know, I don't know what time. I'm thinking about maybe like late afternoon, early night and do that. So
Yeah.
we have fun doing that. And we talking about the errors. And I'm going to put it out here right now. We're not just talking about errors, but we also going to talk about the social content in those times. Why it's so important that we understand what happened in boxing too. And it's very, very important in boxing. We don't, I mean, Brother McClain talk about me, Brother McClain talk about, but it's very, very important that we got to talk about the top because it does connect. Unfortunately, what happened is now. And we have fighters back then was fighting for chump change. And we talking about all fighting. We're not just talking about black fighters. We talking about fighters back then. They was actually fighting for chump change. And then some of them, sometimes for weeks, that's fight like 20, 30 times just to make some money. And the promoters back then was getting it, was getting all that money. And so we're gonna talk about those times too. We're always gonna talk about organized crime had played a big role of boxing, was robbing boxing too. We got to talk about stuff like that too. It's not just black fighters was getting robbed; it was other boxers was getting robbed too. So we have to talk about because there are certain significance is happening right now, and so we have to understand we got some promoters that you know we witnessed that they had the media be in restaurants. This happened this year, family. This happened this year. We got to talk about those times. And so I want people to understand this, that if anybody knows, Brother McClay could tell you this. I'm all about history. I'm always all about history. I always want to talk about history.
Yep,
You got
facts.
history, well, what's going on right now. So I'm letting people are boxing heads. I'm letting you know right now. If you're not willing to talk about history of boxing, what I'm saying, do not participate in the underrated boxing talk. Do not. I mean it. Do not participate. And I don't care who you are. Do not. But listen, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna stick to subject, and we're gonna talk about different errors and why it's so important. Why boxing? Now we got some good boxing. Don't get me wrong. For the last 2-3 years, we got some good boxing, but also there are a lot of BS politics goes with it too. But we have to understand of the times of yesteryear too, of decades ago, what's going on. And even the fighters, even back then, have pushed on to make boxing what it is today. So we're gonna talk about the eras of boxing and the social content with it too. So the famous boxers and the not so famous that even make the boxing up today too. So this is what I'm saying. So let's have that discussion.
Yes, facts. I'll be back today, 6:05 to talk about Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. We're gonna get into that. In the radio, I'm gonna send you the link for that. But if you're looking for a channel to hear about some boxing and not just boxing, but real boxing, real conversations, stuff that really matters. Um, like I said, everybody's not into the Wilder and Andy Luis, but we're just trying to make it make sense. Is it happening or is it just talk? And if it's just talk, then after a while we're gonna leave it where it's at, because when some fights are just talk, steady just leaving it where it's at, y'all continue to make content off it and to try to make some sense out of something that y'all claim that don't make sense to y'all. That's what I don't get. But today, me and my brother Underrated, that's what we're gonna be getting on at 6:05 today. I'm gonna send you the link, Underrated. We're gonna go from there. I'm gonna sit here, let this phone charge because I don't want it to get too much and then I can't go live. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna but I want to say salute to everybody. 12, thanks for coming up here, Queen. Everybody smash that like button, man, and just continue to keep supporting real content. That's all, man. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna always like what you hear, but if you like real content, you pay attention. Don't be fooled by all these other channels that's clout chasing and making up lies and just talking a whole bunch of nonsense. You know, if you like the truth, you know where to go. If you like popularity, then go over there. But we gonna push the truth around here, rather if y'all like it or not. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Y'all all make sure y'all not only subscribe to Underrated Darkness, but also the No Duck Zone podcast, baby. Appreciate y'all. Underrated. I love you, man, and I'll see you in a couple hours.
Back. Yes, sir. See you 6:05, y'all.
6:05, sir. Yes, sir.
Bye. I will say a few last things for go to Brother McClain's channel. I'll be there 6:05. So please come support. We're gonna talk about some real boxing. Like I said, that's how much time I stand on with. Whatever time I'm bringing back the underrated boxing talk. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. This week might be some surprises. I just gotta confirm it, but it might be some surprises. So watch out for that. Watch that for that. What's gonna go on, but I'm gonna be on Brother McClain's thing, so I want to rest up for that and everything. So, but I want to thank the ones that participate of this conversation, even in the chat. Brother Nameless, Sister Michonne Knight, Brother Time, Sister 12. At first, she was in the chat, and then she came up. Thank you for coming up, Sister 12 Vows, to participate in the conversation on the panel. Let's see. I don't want to ask Haran Jr. Thanks for coming. Eagle Fan, thanks for coming. I thought you was gonna come up, but you probably at work. But we're gonna do some just stuff. We here. He the first one came. Thank you for coming. We here. Thanks for all your coming. Thank you. Very much appreciated. And let me say this: that if you want things for the better, you gotta support the better. Gotta support better. You want better? Gotta support better content. Sometimes better content doesn't mean a lot of views and stuff. We should get more views if it's transparent, right? Like the conversation we have today is transparent. It already showed that the black man and the black woman could exist, right? We proved it. We proved it on this channel all the time. But if you want real content, you gotta support it. Consistently support it. Hit the like button. Share this out. Subscribe. Make sure it's deep in the algorithm. That's just free. That's just free. Cash App, PayPal, hit that sometime. Because when y'all hit that, it go right back to the channel. I'm not monetized. I'm trying to get monetized. So I'm trying to get my watch hours up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you want a great company. You got to support it. And then I have to go for me, Brother McClain, 12 hours. Anybody. You got to support it. Get the watch hours up, you know. Come on. Oh, #1 grinder. You picking our pockets. I ain't trying to pick your pockets. But if you want something to be transparent, that is positive, that hits home and operate within yourself, and then you work on, then after that, work on others, that's what you want, right? I mean, we could joke around. Yeah, listen, I love a joker too. I love joking. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of the best. But there are some other things we need to talk about too. Just as we need to talk about, like Charlie White, one passed away for everything. What about the ones that say that he's American hero? There are some people say something, ain't nothing wrong with that. What world you in? You got to perpetuate hate. And you even got some that looks like us that talks about they support him. So that means you support hate too? Now, I know people talk about freedom of speech, and I know people, listen, when it comes to wickedness, there's no middle ground. This says anything we talk about the truth, there's no middle ground. You got to pick a side. I'm going to pick the side dude's right. Y'all know what freedom of speech really means, right? Y'all know the truth really means, right? But see, this America always been like this. She never want to tell the truth. The policies comes with it, never want to tell the truth. People are equal where? Where? And what I'm saying is long before I came in existence 59 years ago. Long before that. Now I'm talking about our people now. Always get the short end of the stick. But some of our people, the dumb ones I'm talking about, figure that you got it made, right? Because you got your nice house, nice apartment, nice family. You think you got it made, but you work around a bunch of devils. And I'm talking about some black men and some black women. You work around a bunch of devils. I got it good. I got it good. Good old boy, good old girl, good old boy, good old girl, good old boy, good old girl. That's not really think about you. I'm educated. Good old boy, good old girl, good old boy, good old girl. That's who we become to be. Got kids, good old little kids, boys and girls. Good old little kids, boys and girls. That's what we heard. That's what we passed down, huh? That's what we passed down, huh? That's how we do it now, family. I'm talking about some black man, some black woman. That's how you do it. I love the impressor. I love the impressor. I love the oppressor. I love that. That's how we do it now? Huh? That's how we are? Yeah, some of us, we are like that. And that's the sad thing about it. Yes, I'm part of the system, but I don't have to be the product of the system. There is a difference. See, I want to work with the system to bring truth to it. The only part to be even heirs of the system. There's a difference. Like I said before, there's no middle ground to do what's right. There's no middle ground to do what's wrong. Gotta pick a side. Gotta pick a side. Because the ones that are evil, we already know what side they on. Like I said, the devil come all shapes and forms, family. Even it comes look like us. They wanted to tell you what the howdy doody, how you doing? I'm fine. How you doing? Oh, it's raining outside. Excuse me. It's raining outside. Isn't you know it's raining outside, but they say it's sunny. Yeah, what are you talking about? See, they want to be with the darkness of evil. Let them. But we want to be the function of the righteous of light. And the righteous of light is harder. That's a harder road. Be the light of righteousness. Life of struggle. That's what it's all about. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Better believe it. The best of the business. Better believe that. Be good to each other. See y'all 6:05 p.m. East Standard Time. Clarence McClain. Like I said, I might have some special for y'all this week. This week coming, within this week. Hopefully. All right. Have a blessed one. Have a blessed day. This one is Ghost. Out. Peace. Ghost. Let's be good to each other. Peace.